think of everything you know, everything that makes you remarkable. Where do you bring it to thrive? Because the University of Kent is more than a place. It is a collective of groundbreakers, risk-takers, change-makers, creative thinkers, and blue sky dreamers, where we move forward together and where innovative research comes to life. We make ambition count. The University of Kent.
Hi, I'm Dan. I'm a student recruitment officer at the University of Kent. Congratulations on your offer. We're delighted that you've chosen Kent as one of your options. Today, we're going to be showing you why Kent is the best choice for you. To help me and give you the inside track, I'm joined by Spencer and Armita. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Armita. I'm a third-year law student, my final year, and I'm an international student from Canada.
Hi, I'm Spencer. I study computer science and I am currently in my final year at the University of Kent.
Today, you'll discover why Kent is a top 40 university. You'll learn more about our courses and our campus, see our accommodation options and hear about our academic and well-being support. You'll learn how student finance works and, most importantly, hear from our students all about their experience at Kent. But first, let's take a tour of our Canterbury campus with Harry and MJ.
Hi, I'm Harry. I'm in my first year studying drama and theatre.
Hi, I'm MJ and I'm studying a Master's in Conservation and International Wildlife Trade. Come with us for a tour of our beautiful campus. When I first came to campus, I loved how green it is and how big. There are shops to pick up essentials, cafes, a sports centre, a nightclub, and lots of different types of uni accommodation. There's also a chapel and a faith space on campus.
For me, I was most pleased to see the on-campus cinema and theatre. I've also had some good times in the bars. They're friendly spaces where everyone's welcome. Welcome Week is brilliant. All the sports teams and societies have stalls so you can sign up to whatever interests you. Getting to know people is easy. We're all in the same boat.
When I first arrived from India, I didn't have any trouble settling in. There were events specifically for international students, and there's an app you can download that tells you what's happening when.
And there's a fantastic view of Canterbury from campus. You can walk there in 25 minutes whenever you want a taste of city life. It's a gorgeous city with lots of independent shops, cafes, pubs, cinemas and a theatre. Canterbury also has loads of history, with cobbled streets and the oldest cathedral in the country, where you get to graduate. And from Canterbury, you're just a quick train ride away from London and the Kent coast.
My favourite night out on campus is Wednesday at Venue. It's always busy, all societies are there, and it's just a fun night out. But we're here to learn. The library, 4 floors, millions of books and journals, fantastic online resources make studying easy. You can always find me in my favourite spot on the first floor. So with our green campus and lively city, we have the best of both worlds.
Hope you enjoyed that. Lots of reasons there to choose Kent. So when you received your offer, Spencer, what were you particularly looking forward to?
Well, I was looking forward to already packing to leave home and go to university, honestly. Because as soon as I got my offer, I was like, okay, I'm already going to university. What do I need? What do I need to take with me? Oh my God, who am I gonna meet? Sort of thing. It's just, I already let the university life settle into my life in that present time. It was that kind of feeling.
So how was it to integrate with course mates when you arrived at the university?
As soon as I got there, off the bat, I made friends just because no one else knew each other. Everyone was sort of starting off this journey alone. So you'd pick a seat as soon as you get to the lecture, and then you'd guaranteed to end up sitting next to someone else. Just there, you've already met a course mate and a potential friend as well, which I did so easily, and it's just great.
Fantastic. And Armita, how is it integrating and chatting to your course mates?
It was very easy. I am in general a pretty sociable person, but even if I weren't, I would say that there wouldn't be much issues because especially if you're living on campus your first year, you're immediately going into a home where everybody else, it's their first time as well. So it's just so much fun getting to know these people, living with people your own age and only people your own age. It's definitely an exciting experience.
And what were the lecturers like? Were lecturers supportive? Were they approachable?
They have been always approachable since day one. Like when I had my first struggle at university with some sort of academic work, like an assignment, for example, I managed to book a meeting with Z Lecture, and they were just so helpful. They were so flexible with their time, so I kept going back and forth with them, sort of thing. And they were just very open, and you can always visit them when you need to.
How easy was it to settle in Welcome Week?
So during the first week of university, aka Welcome Week, it was very easy because I would go to the Freshers Fair, for example, and I would look at all the different stalls, which consisted of like the different societies, services across campus, etc., etc. And it's so easy to just like meet new people, and I was just sort of like overwhelmed with so much, like there was just a lot going on, but it was great because there's just so many like opportunities. So I really like made sure I like grasped what I could to just really like put myself out there and just try everything, sort of thing. So
yeah, definitely, I like that. And do you like how close that the campus is to the city centre as well?
I do like a good like walk to the city centre, and then once I'm in the city centre, I like going to like all sorts of places for whatever reason, especially M&S for their cookies.
Yeah.
I do have to say, because their cookies are just sensational.
And what do you think has been the most useful thing that you've learned at university?
It's okay to ask for help, because I'd say before university, I would sort of shy away from help and try to figure it out on my own. But here at university, where things are so different and like you're put in a new world, I'll be real. So there's no shame in asking for help, because at the end of the day, everyone is in the same position for you and everyone's just trying to be better. So asking for help is seen as a respectable thing here.
And have you had the opportunity to speak with our career service about your future ambitions?
For sure, and it was also very helpful. I think it's very important to speak to career services, and like the sooner you do it, the better. Like you might think there's no point in doing it your first year, but the more information you get, the better, and they genuinely do give you a lot of information on the route you specifically want to take, no matter how specific it is.
If you could sum up in a sentence what you love about Kent, could you do that for me?
Yeah, but there's so many things I could say. I would say what I love about this university is honestly all the different events and opportunities that I can like participate in. I really do enjoy that, because there's a lot of networking events, there's very fun events, you can go to more serious and educational events, and it's all right here, so that's really important to me.
Another good point as well is that if you're taking a placement year, it really is something to look forward to. This was the case for a good friend of mine at university who was studying computer science. He was passionate about networking, and a placement year was really beneficial for him. He got a year's worth of work experience on his CV, a great salary, and was even offered a job straight out of university. Or you could spend a year studying abroad. Students return more confident, happy to take on challenges, and with great stories to tell. And if you could sum up what you love about Kent in one sentence, what would you say?
I would say the amazing sense of community and striving to be better, because Kent it's home to me, and everyone's just trying to be better together. So.
And have you had a favourite memory while you've been here?
Definitely. I'm a part of the Ultimate Frisbee Society, and we managed to get to men's indoors nationals for the first time in 10 or 11 years. So that's a brilliant memory, and only at Kent I would have achieved that. So
Everyone loves Kent for a different reason, but always key is the course. In this film, Pro Vice-Chancellor Ben Kosh describes how you will learn at Kent.
We've created the most progressive approach to higher education in the UK. When I say we, I mean our whole community of students and staff. We're making it easier to manage your studies, to plan ahead, and to have time for social activities, part-time work, and caring for your family. And we know you care about life after university, so the skills you need for an amazing career are embedded in your degree from day one.
At uni, as well as subject knowledge, you gain independence, life skills, time management. You learn how to communicate, how to be persuasive, which is great for CVs and job applications. My legal skills will help me in my future career. My understandings of the law will help me in all areas of my life.
Taking exams once you've learned is fresh in your mind is great. You can use the feedback you received to correct your mistakes and see the impact in your grades straight away. A compact timetable also leaves you with time for other activities. For me, that's the Ghana Society and volleyball.
Spreading your work evenly across the year gives you time to do more, better.
With less modules each term, you'll learn, complete assessments, get feedback, take exams. You'll know how you're doing and how to improve. Less revising in your holidays, just looking forward to the next challenge.
Having a timetable designed to allow us to study, work, and have a social life is amazing. I have a part-time job at the campus co-op, and being able to plan my availability around lectures means I can make the most of university life. So, that's how we learn at Kent. If you like the sound of it, come and join us.
Choosing where to live while you're at university, it can be quite a big decision. Both Armita and Spencer have lived on campus, but many of our students choose to commute. So if you're thinking of doing that, you'll find that there's lots in place to ensure that you can still make the most of university life. First though, let's chat to Spencer and Armita again. So Spencer, where did you live on campus?
So for all my 3 years, I've been in King's College, more specifically King's Flats. But for each year that I did apply for on-campus accommodation, King's College has always been my first choice. So the fact that I got it every year has been great, only because I actually applied within the deadline that was provided. So it just worked out for me.
Yeah, of course. If you apply by 30th of June, you can get your guaranteed accommodation, yeah.
It's good to be as fast as you can. The university does also send out emails for you to be applied to be a first come, first serve person when it comes to choosing your accommodations. And if you apply for that on time, you have to be really quick. But once you apply for that, then the university will give the people who applied for that and got it, I think a few days or maybe even a week in advance of everyone else to apply for the accommodation they specifically want, which will definitely help to get the guarantee as well.
So where did you live in uni accommodation?
I also stayed in King's College, but I stayed in King's houses. So instead of it being en suite, I share a bathroom with one other person. For me, it was really convenient. I've never had an issue with anybody I've shared a bathroom with. I loved staying on campus because it meant that I could easily get to the classes I wanted to. It means I had easy access to the gym, and I had people who were around my age.
And what advice would you give to someone thinking to move into uni accommodation?
I would say pack your stuff, get everything you need, and come to the uni accommodation. You're going to have so much fun. You're going to meet so many people. Even if you're a little bit of a shy person, I'm sure there's going to be an extrovert waiting for you and helping you pack away your things, or help you go grocery shopping on your first week back. I would say get excited.
Yeah, definitely. And Spencer, any other top tips?
As soon as I got to my accommodation, I thought, you know what? I just got to put myself out there. Let me meet my flatmates and see what happens, because that's what I did. And they have turned out to be my closest friends that I've still got to this day. And then from that point, you can only just go further.
You don't have to live on campus though to experience campus life. Spending time on campus also makes it easy to take part in sports and any of the 200 plus societies we have here at Kent. Now sit back and relax while Caroline and Tony tell you all about student life at Kent.
Hi, I'm Tony. I'm the current VP Student Engagement at Kent Union, the Students' Union, elected by the student body.
Hi, I'm Caroline and I'm studying a Masters in International Business with Management. Kent is a welcoming and lively community with space for everyone. With around 150 nationalities on campus, there is no shortage of cultures to discover.
There are over 200 sports clubs and societies. You can't join them all. Well, you could, but you'll get the chance to meet them all at Welcome Fair, so don't miss it. If for some reason you can't find a society you like, you can start your own. All subjects have an academic society. They're a good way to meet students across year groups, pick up tips and pass on advice. Also, look out for Kent Union's Give It a Go, a chance to try everything from pottery to badge making to nerfing the venue and bubble football for little to no cost.
Musicians and singers will find a home in the music societies. Join the chorus, symphony orchestra, chamber choir, concert or big bands, and perform in the amazing Collier Ferguson Concert Hall. And listen out for the award-winning Kent Gospel Choir, as well as the open mic nights at Woody's where our student bands perform. At the end of the year, we all celebrate our successes at Summer Ball. Uni is all about trying something new, creating remember when moments, memories that will stay with you long after graduation, so get involved.
Uni life is great, but we all have our challenges. Watch this film to find out how much support Kent offers.
First thing to say is that there's lots of support here. I've sought help with so many different challenges, from academic to physical to mental, and I've always found someone to help. In particular, I think students should be aware that there are mental health advisors on campus. They really listen, then give you advice on your next steps. It can be so helpful if you're stressed out. Most of us are at some point, and it's good to know that you're not expected to figure it all out on your own. It can feel daunting having to take that first step to ask for help, but my advice is to recognise that this is what the services are here for.
Alongside mental health advisors, our practitioners include counsellors, specialist tutors, and disability and neurodiversity advisors, who can support students with a range of disabilities, including dyslexia, autism, and ADHD. All the team can also help students who have long-term health conditions, and we have specialist wellbeing advisors too. Our team also supports students who are care leavers, providers of care, or estranged from their parents and guardians.
Living independently at uni has helped my confidence. Being able to take things at my own pace and knowing I have support available when I need it has helped me to focus on studying hard and enjoying life. Going to university is a big deal. Everyone worries about making friends. I did, but we're all in the same boat and it will happen.
We also offer you lots of opportunities to relax and reset. In-person mindfulness sessions, gardening sessions in the Kent Community Oasis Garden, or our popular Wellbeing Cafe and Wellbeing Walk and Talk events. We're happy to talk to you before you arrive at Kent, so please do get in touch via our website.
That's our whistle-stop tour of the University of Kent. You've seen our beautiful campus and amazing facilities. You've heard how our courses are designed to ensure that you gain the skills that you need for career success. As well, you've learned how we'll support you so that you can have the time of your life. You're already a member of our Ambition Club. Make Kent your first choice and you unlock exclusive benefits, including one-to-one admissions and academic support, as well as the chance to attend careers and student support events.
Stay tuned. Your subject content is coming right up.